Good evening. Good evening. 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening. So here I am on Creative Genius TV. Delighted to be here. I'm really cold tonight. My hands are really cold and I've not been able to warm them up all night. And I think it's because I've been out in the cold, got really cold, and I can't warm up again. And I don't want to put the heating on full blast because menopause will kill me through the night if I do that. Anyway, I'm here. And I've been for a facial today. So if I look really beetroot, it's because I've had an ultimate facial today. And brows and lashes. So the lashes and brows look good. So hopefully they will overpower the very red face and messy hair from lying on a treatment bed for hours on end. So I'm feeling very relaxed tonight, and I hope that you are feeling the same and that you've had an awesome day despite the dingy weather. So I just wanted to settle in tonight and say, hey guys, if you're new to watching, then hashtag live or hashtag replay and say hi and tell me where you're watching from, because it's really good for me to know. And for those of you that haven't watched me before, I am Mandy Nicholson, and I am the Creative Genius Consultant, artist and author, and I help innovative female entrepreneurs to launch, to grow, and to scale their creative business and make more money. It's my passion to do that. And tonight, this month, in fact, I am talking about the meaning behind the actual artwork that I produce, because as well as being a mentor to creative women, which is my main job, my grown-up job, and I'm going to talk about that tonight, I also paint and I also write, and I've had a really creative and productive week, and I'm going to talk to you about that. But particularly this week, I'm talking about the painting that you see behind me right now, which is called Wounded But Not Defeated. And I want to talk about that painting in a way that how it came to me, why it came to me, and why it looks like it looks, and what it is that it's telling the world from my perspective as the artist, and how that can help you. Because whether I'm speaking to you, whether I'm writing to you in a blog or in a newsletter, whether I'm teaching you one-to-one and mentoring you and coaching you, or whether I'm painting something, I'm speaking to you. I'm sending a message to each and every one of you. So the painting behind me is called Wounded But Not Defeated. And in this painting, I wanted to deal with some of the physical scars that women are left with in the pursuit of life. In particular, breast cancer. So I've dealt with that scar in this painting. Stretch marks from childbirth and cesarean scars, which are quite common scars for women. And often physical scars that can change the way that we feel about ourselves as women, and can change the way that we venture into life, because they can impact on our emotional well-being. So the actual physical scars can have a direct impact on our emotional well-being. And I really, truly believe, and I say this a lot when I talk about this painting, that our scars are what make us, that we grow stronger through the pain. Now, I am a breast cancer survivor, and so is my mum, and so are many of the people that I know, but I also know many people who have not survived breast cancer, many women who fought really hard and did not survive. And it's inspiring to have known these women and to have been a part of their lives and seen the power that came from them in that fighting hard to be here for as long as they could for their families. And that's the power that I want to talk to you about tonight, and why I painted this painting, because I believe that we are beautiful despite the scars, despite the red faces from facials, despite the scars that we're left in with from breast cancer, despite the stretch marks and the cesarean scars, and I've got it wasn't a cesarean section, I had an ectopic pregnancy that they had to open me up and deal with. And I've got more scars than that. I've got a scar on my neck, I've got scars everywhere. And I know that it can really bring strength to a woman who is prepared to fight that. And it can also take away strength in affecting self-confidence. And that worries me, because I don't believe that any of us should let anything that happens in our lives affect our confidence as women, because I believe we are really powerful beings that have the power to change the planet. Now, if you don't believe that and you're thinking I'm talking a load of crap, then you don't have to listen to me. But I work with women. That's what I do. I work with women in my signature program, and I see the power in these women stepping into their creativity and into their confidence and into their capabilities and their innate power and their full potential more than anything, because we're all only trucking along a very low percentage of our actual potential in life, because we're actually capable of so much, which is what I wanted to show in this painting, and what I try and show in most of my work, whether it's written or whether it's a painting, is that, you know what, it doesn't matter what happens to us, be it physical or be it emotional. We should strut our stuff like a peacock, because we are ultimate powerful beings. That's what I want to come through in my art. So what I wanted to do was show up tonight and talk to you about, what do you believe? What has held you back in 2020 other than COVID? Forget COVID. What has stopped you this year from stepping into your power and taking action on your dreams and the things that you want to achieve in life and in your business? What are the things that have held you back? Is it fear? Is it excuses? Is it money? Is it linked to something else that's happened to you? Is it other people's words? Is it physical scars? What is it that stopped you stepping out and making decisions in this year that could change your life going forward into 2021? Now, obviously you can't answer me, but I'm asking you to think about that question tonight. And if you believe that you have been holding yourself back from being that peacock, from being all the things that you really are meant to be, not defeated, then what is it? What 3 things can you do in 2021 to change where you are now, right now? Change your life, change your business, change the way that you are behaving right now. What 3 things can you do in 2021 that are going to bring change into your life, that's going to make it better in 2021? Because I think we've all got to believe that 2021 is going to be a much better place. However long it takes us, but at some point in 2021, there's going to be a pivot. And what I'm asking you tonight is, are you going to be ready for that pivot when it happens? For me, I want to be ready at the start of 2021, ready and raring to go. So let me tell you what's been happening over the last couple of weeks. And I want you to think about this, because this could be happening to you or somewhere around you and you haven't noticed it because you're not looking, because we're all caught up in COVID syndrome of being locked in our homes and not allowed to do all the things that we were allowed to do. And it's changed our lives significantly this year in a big way. And we're not looking for the signs. So over the last couple of weeks, I have been receiving regular signs from wherever. Let me start by saying, I am the least woo-woo person that you will ever come across, okay? I have a few crystals because my daughter keeps buying them for me. And I love the law of attraction, and I practice affirmations and gratitude and all of that. That makes good sense to me. That makes really good strategic sense to me. but I am not very spiritual and woo-woo in general, okay? I'm not going to claim that, and I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. I connect myself to the universe and to other people through my writing, through my art, and through my work with women in the community that I've built in my signature program and in my group, The Creative Calling. So I'm not woo-woo, all right? Let's get that straight. That's where I'm starting off. A little bit, maybe. So over the last couple of weeks, and most of you that know me and have been watching me will know that I lost my husband, Gary, in April of this year, which has made 2020 for me an even more devastating year than it could have been. Losing somebody, and I don't know any of you that have experienced that this year. If so, let me know. Comment, and I can't see all your comments on all the pages, so I will come back to it. Comment if you've lost someone, because I know how you feel. I lost my husband this year. So that's awful, but I didn't, it's not stopped me. I've sought help and I've kept going. Okay. And I've had a couple of readings from an amazing spiritual medium called Ellie Charles. And I've done a couple of future life progression sessions with an amazing lady called Stella Tudor. And I've had a lot of things to help me to up level. But over the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing signs. So I'd look at the clock and it would be 11:11. And then the next time I looked at the clock, I'd be working away, it would be 2:22. I'd send a voice message to someone and it would be 1 minute 11 long without trying, or 2 minutes 22. These numbers 1111 and 222 have been coming to me regularly over the last couple of weeks. And I mean, more than just once or twice, so much that I've thought that's odd. And I've noticed it and I've thought about it. And in noticing it and starting to talk about it and look into what these numbers meant, it drove me to take action. And I think this is the difference, isn't it, about professing that you're woo-woo, that you're spiritual, and just noticing things that are there and that are showing up and that are sending you a message from wherever that message is coming from. So I booked an appointment. I sent a messenger message to Ellie Charles and I said, I think I'm ready for another reading, actually. And I think I really want to think about my future. And I've had some numbers showing up. And she said, no problem. The only date that I've got is 11 o'clock next Friday, which is this Friday, which happens to be, numbers are huge, they are, next Friday, which happens to be this Friday, because it was last week I did it. And she had 11 o'clock on Friday, which is 11:11. How weird is that? It's the only appointment she had. And I contacted Stella and she said, yeah, I've got a space on Wednesday at 9, which is 9:9. So I've been looking up all these numbers. And last week I wrote a blog about this. In fact, last week I had a surge of energy around writing and I wrote 6 blogs and I wrote 4 newsletters and I started my second book again. That's another story altogether. I lost the initial 5 chapters that I wrote and I've had to start again. And I wrote the first of the series of children's books that I've been going to write. So I've had a huge surge of energy in terms of writing. So there's something going on. And I think it's me being ready for an up level and moving away from what's happened this year in losing my husband and 2020 and COVID and all the terrible things, and moving into a new level with my business. Now, let me tell you this, guys, for any of you that are still watching, I launched my business on Boxing Day last year, and I've taken 6 figures this year despite COVID. Okay, forget COVID, I've taken 6 figures this year. And I've done that by showing up consistently, not letting things hold me back, by making decisions, by listening and looking to what's happening around me and what messages that the universe is sending me. And the reason I'm talking about that tonight is because that's the messages that I try and transmit in the paintings that I do, in the writing that I do, and the work that I do with creative women. We work on everything. I take you wherever you are, and I take you and I build your confidence up, and I hold your hand through a 12-month signature program. And I kick you out at the end, an entrepreneur with confidence who knows how to make money in business. In a nutshell, That's what I do. It's what I truly love. It's what I have huge passion for. It brings me great joy. It doesn't even feel like a job. And the reason I'm telling you that is I asked you a question and I said I wanted you to think about three things that you really want to change in 2021. Because I believe you are able to change anything. You can't change everything at once because you will overwhelm yourself. But you can change any area of your life. And if you're thinking about business, if you've got a business that's not doing well, or you're thinking about going into business, you need to get on that for 2021. You need to seriously think about that. And I wanted to talk about that tonight because we're coming to the end of the year and we're all going into Christmas with some hope. And I see that an awful lot at the moment, people putting their trees up early and feeling really quite warm and fuzzy. Mindset is key, totally key. Gwen, thanks for saying that. Totally key. Mindset is everything. So I could have spent this year, and believe me, I've done my fair share of grieving this year. I was devastated to lose my husband, totally devastated. And I've done my fair share of grieving. I reached out to the universe and asked for some help with that. And I was given an amazing grievance counselor that's helped me to make sense of my grief, to understand it, not to try and get over it, because you never get over grief. I'm telling you that now. That's a lesson I've learned this year. And if you've experienced that, I know how it is. I've not tried to get over grief. I've tried to understand it. And I've tried to allow it and to lean into it in order to help myself. But no, not only myself, the people around me. And that's what I want to be able to do for the people that work with me. So 2021 for me is going to be my most successful year ever. I've already made this decision. I have made the decision that I want to earn 7 figures in 2021. And I am 100% sure that I'm going to do that or get as close as possible to that. That's the goal for 2021. I did it. I earned 6 figures and more than just tipping over 6 figures in 2020 during COVID and losing my husband. So why wouldn't I have a goal of 7 figures? Because if I'm ever going to get to my Scottish castle, which is £3 million, I'm going to need to be earning that money. Now, when you're earning that money through helping people to earn more money themselves, it doesn't feel like anything bad. There's a lot of negativity. And Gwen's just said this on her comment there, that mindset is everything. There's a lot of negativity about earning money and having money, and there's nothing wrong with having money. I don't have any money mindset issues. If that's one of your issues and you don't think you deserve money, you can't accept money into your business or your life, you are not allowing yourself to put the systems and procedures in place that allow you to earn that much money, then there needs to be change. I'm going to call that out right now and say you need to be looking at some changes. And maybe money mindset is the thing that you need to change. The acceptance of money into your life. It's okay because it does good. It allows you to reinvest in other people, in other businesses. It allows you to reinvest in your family. And I think women are amazing when they earn money because they reinvest it in things that are good. It's not just about material things. They invest it in other small businesses, in helping their families to grow and to send their children out better people. Money is not a bad thing in the hands of women that have their own business. That's why I've questioned you tonight and said, come up with 3 things that you want to change in 2021. 3 things that at the end, how do you want to be feeling this time next year? How do you want to be feeling at the end of 2021? Do you want to have written that book? Do you want to have launched that business? Do you want to have hit 6 figures in your business and have predictable income of £10,000 a month coming in? How does that sound? If that's what you want, until you take action, it's just a dream. And it's not a goal, it's a dream. So you need to be able to take action. And if you don't know how to take action and you don't know where to start and you are struggling, I want you to book a call with me. I'm not going to sell you anything, because you ask my clients, go and speak to any one of my clients. I did not do any hard selling on the calls that they attended. They made the decision themselves. But the difference between them and you, if you're thinking about it right now, because let me tell you this, the clients that are in my program right now, none of them have loads and loads of money to invest in themselves. Yeah, none of them are millionaires or have loads of disposable income. They're the same as you and everybody else out there. The difference is they made a decision to invest in themselves so that they could be better business owners and make more money. They saw it as an investment and not as a cost. And these women are flying. I'm watching my clients flying, even in 2020, where we've had so many difficulties and COVID has put so many problems in our way. I'm still helping these women to move forward. Now, they're all at different stages and they've all got individual different things going on, and they've all got different struggles, just like every other normal person out there. There's nothing different between the women that I'm working with and the people that are watching this right now, other than the women I'm working with have invested in themselves and they're changing their life. So if you want to change your life by this time next year, you need to get on a call with me and discuss the how, because that's important, making that first decision to do something. Now, I give you loads and loads of free value on here, week in, week out, every Tuesday night. Investment, yes, it equals growth. It absolutely 100% does, Gwen. Thank you for commenting that. I can see these comments coming in, so that's great. Investment equals growth. Now, I have invested in 2 calls this week, one with Stella and one with Ellie, because of all the numbers that have been showing up, because I know there's a message for me there and I know there's something there. And do you know what I'm going to get? I'm on the call with Stella in the morning for an hour and a half. I'm going to get some growth from that. Now, I'm paying for that call. It's not free. I'm paying for Stella's time and I'm paying for Ellie's time on Friday. And I'm investing in myself. I'm not investing in them. I'm asking them to help me to actually grow and to create some plans for my future and to really get into the nitty-gritty of whatever might be blocking me or whatever I'm not seeing at the moment. For me, I've just booked 2 calls in a week to do that. I don't have a second thought about investing in helping myself to make better decisions for my future. And that is kind of where, we go back to wounded but not defeated. Our battle scars are what makes us. We grow stronger through the pain. I have had some pain and shit in my life, and I have had some pain and shit in this year, and it has not stopped me going through stages of growth and helping myself to get better and to get over the things that have been holding me back. And that includes grief. Because we can all get through things. You can't get over everything. We can all get through things. And we can get through things by making the decision to A, ask for help, and B, invest in ourselves in order to get there. I've invested, my bereavement calls are not costing me anything, but they're costing me time of an hour a week. So I could do something else in that hour a week. I could be writing, I could be painting, but actually I need to invest that time in myself to help me to make sense of my grief and be able to live with it. So that's what tonight's call tonight was all about, really. This live tonight was a bit of a tap on the shoulder, kick up the arse, whatever you want to call it. If this live tonight has made you think about something, and this is the big thing I want you to answer, and I want you to sit down with paper and pen and write down, where am I going to be in 12 months' time? In December 2021, where am I going to be? What am I going to be doing? If you're in business, what's your business going to be taking? What you're going to be doing with your life? What you're going to be doing with your business? How many clients will you have served? And if in 12 months' time, how many people will you have helped? because I know exactly how many women I want to help through my signature program in 12 months' time. It's on my planner on the wall. It's on my goals. I already know this. Do you know it? And if not, now's the time to be thinking about what you want to do. Because if you don't start thinking about it now, planning it now, and investing in yourself now, in 2021, you'll still be listening to me on a Tuesday night saying, I wish I'd done that a year ago. So that was my message for tonight for you guys. And Wounded But Not Defeated is one of many paintings about women and empowerment to encourage women to keep going, to keep standing tall, to keep seeing their beauty. Thank you, Gwen. To see their beauty, see their power, see their skills, and see their potential that they are currently not tapping into. I don't want you to be using 5% of your potential. I want you to be using 100% of your potential, your brain, your skills, your self-confidence. And if you need help to get there, that's when you reach out. So thank you. I will see you next week again. And next week, I'm talking all about the painting You Raise Me Up, which means I'm going to be talking about community and networking in a big way, because that's important too. So join me the same time, same place next week, and let's have a chat about how important community is in our lives. Love you loads, love and colour as always, and I will see you next week. Don't forget, answer the questions I asked you tonight. It's important.